school.
Bye. Well, sure, we're all going to be late because I got to spend time talking on the phone to my lawyer.
It's okay for me to live with daily seizures, but it's not okay for your lives to get a little ruffled. Is that it? I'm sick and tired of fighting about this all the time.
Dad, maybe it would be better if Kellen moved out for just a few days.
No.
It's better than all of us being at each other's throats.
I said no.
I'm going anyway.
Now, you get in this car. Get in!
I'm moving out.
Well, you're not.
Well, yes, I am. And I'd get a court order if I have to.
Welcome back to Every Disney Movie Ever. My name is Jess and I'm watching Every Disney Movie Ever. Today I'm going to talk about A Fighting Choice. A Fighting Choice is a 1986 Magical World of Disney television release. It is directed by Ferdinand Fairfax, cinematography by Robert E. Collins, editing by Stanford C. Allen, music by Brad Fiedel, and it's written by Craig Buck. Ferdinand Fairfax is best known for Winston Churchill, The Wilderness Years, Jeeves and Wooster, Savage Islands, and Egypt. Robert E. Collins is best known for Superman, Octopussy, Miami Vice, and Airwolf. Stanford C. Allen I covered in the video about the richest cat in the world. The link will be in the description. Brad Fiedel is best known for Terminators 1 and 2, True Lies, and Johnny Mnemonic. Craig Buck is best known for The Incredible Hulk, WizKids, Magnum P.I., and Buck Rogers in the 25th Century. The film stars Patrick Dempsey, Beau Bridges, Karen Valentine, Danielle Von Zernak, and Parker Jacobs. Patrick Dempsey plays Kellen Taylor and is best known for Grey's Anatomy, Can't Buy Me Love, Enchanted, and Transformers Dark of the Moon. Beau Bridges plays Thad Taylor, and I covered him in the video about Night Crossing, and Karen Valentine plays Meg Taylor, and I covered her in the video about Hot Lead and Cold Feet. Both links will be in the description. Danielle Von Zernak plays Susie, and she's best known for No One Would Tell, Recovery Road, La Bamba, and Living in Oblivion. Parker Jacobs plays Harvey Taylor and is best known for Pet Sematary, The Wonder Years, Yo Gabba Gabba, and The Kavanaughs. A Fighting Choice is about a 16-year-old boy who suffers severe epilepsy and has grand mal seizures once or more daily, and how he has been on an experimental drug that has let him lead a very normal life for about 6 months, and then his seizures start to come back, which means he's growing tolerant to the medicine, which means his seizures will continue to come back until they have returned in full force to how he was having them normally. And so he decides he wants to have an experimental surgery called split brain surgery. It has a very technical name that I will put here because I'm not about to pronounce it. They pronounce that a lot in the movie though, so maybe I'll put that here. But
Cerebrocommissuratum.
the movie, in my opinion, is amazing. To be sure that they were being scientifically accurate, I did some research about grand mal seizures and epilepsy and split brain surgery, and from what I could tell, they were pretty accurate. Grand mal seizures are very rare. Normally, if someone has one, they will only have one in their lifetime, but with severe epileptics, they could be having grand mal seizures daily or more than once a day, and medication can normally help with grand mal seizures, but if medication is not helping, split brain surgery is considered a last resort for severe epileptics. So it is accurate-ish. Like, I don't know the full science behind it and everything, but for picture value, the film was actually pretty accurate, and I really liked it. This movie is a television release, and the acting in this film is incredible. The editing in this movie deserves the biggest shout out, I think. The first scene that Patrick Dempsey's character Kellen has a seizure is intense. From the videos I watched of grand mal seizures, yes, I watched them to see if Patrick Dempsey was being dramatic and not portraying grand mal seizures correctly, because I was going to harp on the movie if they did that. Patrick Dempsey does a really good job portraying a grand mal seizure. When you picture a seizure, you picture muscle contracting and writhing and freaking out on the ground with drooling or potentially wetting themselves or whatever. That's what people tend to picture when they picture a seizure, and that is a grand mal seizure. There are many other kinds of seizures. There are seizures where, like, someone doesn't move at all. They're just frozen. Or there are so many different types of seizures, but a grand mal seizure is what people typically picture. But I wanted to make sure that Patrick Dempsey, because he's obviously not an epileptic that we know of, that he wasn't dramatizing and making grand mal seizures out to be something they weren't. I don't think so. I think Patrick Dempsey did a phenomenal job portraying a grand mal seizure. I think he probably researched and really was professional about it because his portrayal of grand mal seizure was very accurate of the videos of grand mal seizures I have seen now. It was amazing. The way the scene was shot, the way the scene was edited, incredible. I was so tense. I was freaking out. I was like, why isn't anyone coming down to help him? Why is he alone in the house? What is going on? Things are breaking. I'm worried for his safety. I want, not that anyone can help someone, but you know, like you're there, you just tell someone to breathe. Make sure they can't kick anything or harm themselves. But it was incredible, and that just set the tone for the rest of the movie because the editing in this film is incredible. Incredible. Like, toward the end of the movie, he gets brain surgery. Spoiler alert, he wins, and he gets to have the surgery. And they cut between the family waiting while he's in surgery, and they show nothing of they don't show the actual head being cut into or the brain or anything like that. They just show the doctors in the operating room and pulling up different instruments, and it is the most intense thing I have watched in a very long time. I was sweating, I was squirming, I was like, oh my god, is he, like, it went on so long, I was like, is he going to survive this, or is this going to be a sad ending? Like, you expect him to go into the surgery, be with the family for a little bit, and then they come out and they're like, hey, all is well, but they keep cutting back to the operating room, and they cut back enough that you're like, is he not gonna make it? Is he not gonna be the same? I'm really nervous. And then, obviously, it's a happy ending and everything, but the editing just was phenomenal. I was blown away by the editing in this movie. Also the coverage, also the acting. The acting. Woo! The acting was so good. I can't say enough nice things about this movie. It is definitely a hidden gem for me. I loved it. I cried. We need to know that before I move on. And also, really random, Calabar's in this movie. For those of you who don't know who Calabar is, Halloween Town. And Halloween Town, well, not really Halloween Town 2, but Halloween Town. Calabar in the movie. Weird. Okay, moving on. Obviously, I freaking love this movie. Funny, Patrick Dempsey, third role ever, this film. Third role ever. Plays a person that needs brain surgery, and then his most famous role easily in Grey's Anatomy is a neurosurgeon. Beautiful. Love that. Full circle. That's amazing. Okay. I cried. I think I already said that. What am I gonna give it? Oh my god. I think I'm gonna give it like 9 families out of 10. Ooh, do I dare give it a 10? I haven't given a 10 in a bit, guys. Oh, it's so good. No, I don't think I'd give it a 10. Cinematography wasn't all that. It was pretty good, but lighting could have been better. Okay. 9 families out of 10. You need your families. Families are great. Chosen family, blood family, whatever family you choose. We love that. 9 families out of 10. Our total movie count is. Our cry count is. Parent death toll is still the same. If you want to keep up with what movie I'm watching when, follow me on Instagram or Twitter. You find out what movie I'm watching when. I put out videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Until next time, comment, like, subscribe, and I'm not sure if you are, so you do. And don't be. Well, I mean, there's no one really evil in this movie. Huh. There's no one really evil in this movie. Everyone's kind of cool. I don't know. Don't be mean kids who make fun of epileptic people about it. Don't be them. If you're wondering how I watched it, I encourage you search A Fighting Choice on YouTube. That's just how I encourage you to look for it. That is maybe how I found it and how I watched it. You didn't hear it from me. Okay.